Okay, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. We're in Jakarta. I've come over from London and I thought it'd be really good to interview these two amazing people who I've read about, I've watched their fashion, and I think you should introduce yourselves quickly if people don't know who you are. Who are you?
I'm Diajeng Lestari.
Yeah.
People call me Ajeng. I'm the founder and CEO of HijUp.
Okay. What is HijUp?
HijUp is the platform. We are e-commerce. We are selling hijab fashion.
Yeah.
We connect the designers. So there is about around 200 designers. And we connect the designers to the market, the customer. We create the online platform. Dian Pelangi is one of the best designers in HijUp.
Okay, so who are you?
So I'm Dian. My label is Dian Pelangi. I'm a modest fashion designer, and I have a business with my parents. So actually, I discontinued the business that was established by my parents. So it's a family business. And now I have 14 branches in Indonesia and one in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. And yeah, I also a tenant of HijUp.com, and I'm also a brand ambassador of HijUp.com. So to be here with you.
So where are you from?
I'm from Sumatra, Palembang, South Sumatra. 25 years ago I was born, and because my family established this Dian Pelangi label since I was very young, so I grew up with fashion. Like I learned about fashion in a very young age. I followed my mom to serve the customers. I was playing with the artisans, with the sewers, so that's why the fashion is running my blood. So that's why I became a fashion designer right now.
And you're from where?
From Indonesia, from
Yeah.
Thailand.
Such a hippie. Okay, right. We have Sumatra in what part of Indonesia?
Because my parents, my father is from Surabaya, Jakarta, and my mother is Sudanese, but my grandmother is from Banten, my grandfather from mother is from Betawi, my grandmother is from Makassar, so I think, I don't know where they come from. I'm from Indonesia.
Outer space by the time. Right. So, for people that don't know, because one of the reasons I wanted to ask some of these questions is because Indonesia, I think, is one of the world's best kept secrets. I mean, how many people live in Indonesia? It's like 257 million?
250.
265 if I'm not wrong.
Okay, so people have got busy over the past few years. 265 million. What percentage of those are Muslims?
89%.
89%. And how many islands is Indonesia made up of?
17,000.
Yeah, 17,000.
Yeah, like 17,000, or if you see records, 17,000, 17,500, 18,000. So what the difference is because of this, the height of the tide, right? So the tide is up or down, and then you get more or less islands. So this kind of sounds like a rap song, right? You've got 265 million people, you've got 17,500 islands, you've got how many tribes? 600 and something tribes?
And 700 something language spoken in Indonesia.
Right, that's like a lot of diversity, right? So, when you've got so much diversity, how do you bring all of that together to have one Indonesian identity? If you were to ask all of these tribes and languages, what do you think they would say being Indonesian means?
In Indonesia, we call it Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. It's unity in diversity. So we have.
Oh my goodness, that's the motto of the business school that I'm a professor at.
Really?
Yeah, it's unity and diversity. Ah, amazing. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So with diversity, we keep the unity as one Indonesia. We have one national language, which is Bahasa Indonesia. We have one Indonesia. We have same understanding about tolerance. Indonesia, yes, we are a Muslim majority country, but we accept the differences of other people.
Okay, so if we explore this again, some people, is this fortunate or unfortunate? They know a lot about Malaysia, right? Malaysia, truly Asia, we see the adverts and everything. What is the difference between being Indonesian compared to being Malaysian?
We were from the same roots, yeah. Some of the culture, we also have some of the same culture because from the position we're quite close to each other. So that's why we call Malaysia is negara tetangga, like our neighbors.
Yeah.
Or jiran, negeri jiran.
I live in London, so London is in England, And
Okay.
Wales is a neighbour, Scotland is a neighbour, and Scotland is my home origin, And then there's France across the water, right? So if you said the difference between Welsh people, Scottish people, French people, English people, I'd be able to give you some differences. Some of them, is a bit maybe, a bit of a joke, but like, feed us something. What do Indonesians do?
Yeah, accent.
No, come on, more interesting things. What do Indonesians do better than Malaysians?
Oh, maybe because we have a background which is very multicultural, like we said before. We are influenced by a lot of culture, and it's create our DNA as creative people.
So you're more creative than the Malaysians?
Yeah, for example, in Indonesia, there is a lot of Muslim or modest fashion designers, for example.
Yeah.
We have a lot of music, for example, music
Yeah.
instruments like gamelan, sasando, a lot of music from
Slang.
Indonesia. Slang. It's the contemporary music.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Cultural music.
Because they had the anthem, right? I remember like Indonesia Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
So,
last time I came, Slang did some
yeah, in
performance.
Indonesia, the culture is very rich, and in this era, it represented by a lot of artists like fashion designers, actors, and maybe creativity is the strength point of Indonesia that differentiate Indonesia with Malaysia.
What about...
Not to mention Malaysia that creative, but
Because maybe because Indonesia sometimes very much island, so many islands. So in that islands, different islands, they have different language, they have different culture. Even Batik, we have Batik Pekalongan, Batik Solo, Batik Jogja. It's one Batik but different pattern. That makes the culture from Indonesia is very much so many differentiation.
So let's talk about the batik, because I remember, I've been to Malaysia, I've been to Indonesia, and actually there's a lot of batik that I like in Indonesia. And I realised that it's like the pattern can say from what region you're from, right?
Yes.
So like my origin is Scotland, so in Scotland we wear kilts, and you can tell from the design that the pattern, the tartan that we call it, that says what family you're from, what tribe you're from, so if people can read it. So I started to learn that, like, I see some prints and I think, oh, that's Javanese, right?
Yeah.
Or then you see one with the clouds that look like, almost like Dragon Ball Z or something, right? they have the clouds or the dragons. They have some amazing different things. So within Indonesia, you've got batik designs linked to regions. And this is also something that shows the diversity. So the creativity is linked to the tribes and the regions and cultures. So also recently, you were in the United States. What were you doing there?
Yeah, I just got back from the US around 3 months ago. I had a presentation there in New York University, and I'm presenting about modest fashion, the rules of modest fashion, and how modest fashion influences the world, and why people say that right now modest fashion is the next emerging market. The Muslim market is the next emerging market. So I try to tell them the rules. I present the history of modest fashion as well, and how right now big brands are interested to join the crowd, join the hype. Like we know that right now D&G, they also create a abaya, and then also Marks and Spencer, they make a modest burkini or modest swimwear for Muslim. H&M collaborated with full hijab model. Also, Amenakin collaborated with Uniqlo. I think
Uniqlo is the best one, right?
Yeah, it's the best one. So I think right now they also want to grab the market as well.
So why do we think Uniqlo is the best one? Because it has the most, I guess for me Uniqlo is the one which is the most authentic, because the designer that they chose to work with matches the origin of the brand, like they have the same culture. But also I think that they didn't try to hide the fact that they're selling hijab and modest clothes, whereas some have kind of, like you say D&G or DKNY, they do something in the Gulf, but they don't do it in their backyard, like they don't do it in in America, or they just say it's like Ramadan collection. But I think Uniqlo is quite good at saying that this is a Muslim style of fashion.
That's why they call it modest fashion. They didn't call it Muslim fashion because they want it to be universal and modest. Everyone can wear modest wear. So some
can
people,
everybody? No, I'm joking, right? Some people maybe.
Modest wear, right?
Okay.
If you still dress properly without wearing hijab, they still can they still can say modest fashion.
Yeah.
So I think
I'm sorry, it's like I'm from
different,
England and we have like some crazy. But what is modest fashion? Because I hear different definitions or people say it's different. To you, what is modest fashion?
For me, I think modest fashion is a movement from the young generation of Muslims who wants to wear hijab or Muslim dress properly, but in a modern way. So I think it's a movement.
What do you think?
Modest fashion is not only about clothing. It's a reflection of who we are. It's our identity. So if you're Indonesian, for example, and you're not Allah, we can wear, for example, like I'm wearing Indonesian traditional fabric from Sumba, and then I'm wearing hijab, so we can mix that culture and religion and represent who we are through the fashion.
So what do you think? Some people say that it's not modest, even though you're covered. If you're celebrating your outfit or looking good or sharing or taking selfies or something, some people have debated this is academics or even the media. Is this really modesty or is this just like a trick?
I think it's just based on the culture, Like in the Middle East, normally the women they normally just stay still and then not really much talking or not less expressive. But in Indonesia, everyone can do selfie everywhere. Everyone can wear any colors in their outfits, and sometimes they also can even wrap the turban in their head. So I think it's also based on the culture. How a country dressed before is influence the modest fashion as well.
So modesty is relative to the cultural environment,
Yes,
right?
of course.
So it's wrong to judge people from a global standpoint, right? That if I guess maybe the best example I think about is like if we forget Muslim fashion and look at mainstream fashion, if a guy goes to the swimming pool and he wears a swimming costume, then this is okay. Right? If he's wearing a normal swimming costume, this is not modest or it's just wearing a swimming costume. But if you walk down the road wearing the same swimming costume, then people look at you and say that you're like naked, right? You're not wearing enough clothes. But so I think the thing that I learned is that it depends on the environment and the intention. And humans are quite strange at looking at things in one way and then changing the way they look at it depending on the environment. So I guess one of the things that people misunderstand modest fashion is that they don't understand the cultural context and where it's coming from, right? If you're an outsider and you don't know the history of why people do something, the struggle, or why it motivates them, and we were discussing about the history of Indonesia and moving away from colonization to freedom and people having the opportunity to choose, then that is a really important part, I think, of the story that doesn't get told. But you get mainly the headline story, which tends to be the Muslims are coming, or what the halal is going on here, right? Or hello halal, or like it came into my head like 2 days ago. I thought I'm going to use this. What the halal is going on here? Right, so you can use it too. But then if we don't tell the story, then people only see the headlines, which is Muslims or headscarf, and then people get afraid, right? They say they're trying to take our culture, they're trying to take our jobs, or they're trying to take our sons, or any of these sorts of things. And I guess this is the problem, right? Yeah. So do you face any of these? Do you have any negative comments from the media?
Of course, not only from the media, but normally from our community, from the one who also wear hijab. Sometimes they feel that they dress even better than ours, because it states in the Quran how a Muslim woman is supposed to be dressed like. But sometimes people interpret it differently. Like, you should cover your chest, for example. Like, some of the people say, I'm wearing clothes already, so it's covered my chest. But some people interpret it in a different way. They said, no, the scarf should be right to cover the chest. So I think it's just different interpretation of from the tafsir, like it's different. So some of the people still so judgmental. They say that what you're doing is wrong. You shouldn't mix the modesty of Islam with the fashion. You shouldn't wear something attractive. But you know, I think it's based on our intention. What is our intention? Is to grab the attention, or we want to inspire? So I just can give it back to
Do you want to grab attention or do you want to inspire?
Inspire.
Of course, inspire. We want to encourage people to dress modestly and in a good way, right?
The thing is, there is like two sides. If you want to inspire, how we inspire people if nobody see us? Or something like that.
Okay, so you don't want to expire, or you want to inspire before you expire.
If you want to grab just attention, there is no kindness on that message, for example. So we in HijUp, for example, we don't only like selling things, selling fashion product, but we inspire people with goodness, for example, in our content, in e-magazine, in our video. There is a lot of positivity that we share. We don't only like selling fashion, this fashion is fabulous, something like that. We want to act modesty, we want to feel good, we want to feel awesome, but we want to do right things also. So I think in Islam, we as a woman have like natural instinct to be beautiful because we are women. So Islam have alternative that you can represent yourself to be beautiful woman, but you can do good also and keep your modesty and covering your aura. So maybe it attract people to see because it's beautiful, but it's not attract something different like sexual appeal or something like that.
So what do you think about, okay, so if a woman's natural inclination is towards wanting to look beautiful, right? What do you think about the recent phenomenon of men wanting to look more beautiful? Because some of the emerging market cosmetic sales are up,
You know,
right? Like, so men wearing makeup or spot concealer, you're laughing now,
it's
or
human nature.
waxing their chest, or like,
Look at
you can't, no, you can't.
You're very colorful and mix beautiful colors, and your eye is like flowers there. So it's human nature.
The flowers is so that people don't like, so I don't scare people away. If you look like a lion, then you have to like have a distraction. I'm probably a bad example. I just want to be me. I think that there's something rebellious about me. I think that you're both different because you want to inspire people, and there's something in me. I just want to be me, but me following rules, being a Muslim. But like if people are inspired, I'm really happy. But actually, I think I want to help people. I don't want to die not crazy. And I guess if people like push you too much, then it makes you a little bit crazy. But you guys seem to be more stable and responsible than me. But I think that's maybe why I converted. Right? I think people that convert are quite revolutionary, right? You have to have a rebellious element. So guys wanting to look good and not being so modest, right? Because the guys that want to look good are not covering, they're uncovering. You see what I mean? You don't say, okay, so you're talking about modest fashion where women are putting on more clothes. If you look at it within the Muslim community, the male Muslim community, it seems to be the opposite that's happening, right? There's more Muslim six-packs or like people wanting to, okay, that, you just dissed a load of like a few million Muslim men that are like going to have to go and pump some more iron to prove to you that they have bigger six-packs than whatever, non-Muslims or something. But the younger generation is more fashion conscious, is more image conscious, and I guess that also relates to branding, right? So one of the things that I researched in my work is looking at personal branding and nation branding, and actually these things seem to follow the same pattern. So there are a lot more people now that see themselves as brands. I mean, do you see yourself as a personal brand?
Yes. I feel like I'm the icon of my brand, I represent my brand, so yeah.
So you're part of your brand. And do you feel comfortable like that or uncomfortable?
I'm okay with that because, it's my business as well. But sometimes, there's a time where I don't want to be known as Dian Pelangi. I just want to be like a normal people going to the market and then wearing casual clothes. Some day of the.
That's when you wear niqab.
Huh?
That's when you wear niqab.
No.
So people can't see you or something.
Because their name is the same as their brand. It's a fashion brand with a name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that that's a big sacrifice, right? Because you created a brand which is very similar to you. Whereas, like, you know, if you were, I don't know, like if you were a musician, you could create that. If you were a rapper, you give yourself a different name, like Jay-Z.
But actually, I have my real name, my own real name. It's the label name, Dian Pelangi.
Yeah.
So I have my own name. But I think Ajeng also feel represent HijUp.
But you don't act. I suppose the thing is, like, a lot of rappers, they create a name and they create a personality and they act.
Oh.
Because they can't really do all of those things that they say they do, right? So the name becomes a vehicle to take all of this, kind of all the stories. They do this, they do that. But I guess you don't act, right? This is what I mean. So like you're quite being quite open and honest. So what do you think about? One of the things I wonder about is when you see so many newspaper headlines and they say like modest fashion is here, modest fashion is popular, and there's photograph of this, photograph of that. You have the H&M model. You have is it CoverGirl. They have another hijabi. And then you have L'Oreal. Is it Amenakin or something like you have another hijabi. So this year, 2016, has been a breakthrough year. Dina Tokio, you have all of these Muslim females punching through and being strong icons, right? And being discussed in all sorts of media. Do you think, how do you interpret this? Is this positive? Is this just exotic fun? Where people they're just fascinated, they think, oh, they have a fetish for exotic women, and then so you are like icons because people just think, oh, something to look at, and it's like a fantasy because they think, oh, like, this is a Muslim woman, she is covered. Or do you think it's something real and genuine where you're changing perceptions and you see that this is a change in the way that people understand Islam and Muslims?
Yeah, I think because modest fashion, halal food, halal makeup, it's now part of the halal lifestyle, it's part of the lifestyle. So I think it's also important for us to show more about it. So like what you say, people will have different perceptions of Muslim. Right now, but I think this is safe now, it's the image of Muslims sometimes it's shaped by the media. Right now, we have power, we have media, we have our own social media, we have the internet to show who are we, who is the real Muslim. So I think it's positive, and I hope there's no more discrimination about women wearing hijab because I have experienced before a bad treatment, a bad discrimination about because I'm wearing hijab. So I think it's one of the ways to change people's perception about Muslim. It's a good thing. It's a catalyst.
Yeah.
Creating like a new wave of new age of Muslim, because maybe before there is a perception like construct like Muslim is associated with maybe terrorism, violence, passive war. So I think this kind of Muslim lifestyle create another alternative of Muslim image, which is good for Muslim society, I think.
So that's the strategy, right? I mean, that's also why I'm here in Indonesia to work with the Ministry of Tourism and hope like we're working together to try and get more people to learn about Indonesia. And we think culture is important, food is important, fashion is important. So what advice would you give to people? Like, because we spoke a lot about culture and colours. Do you have any quick colour tips? How do you pick colours? Like
colors, so it's more about fashion tips.
yeah, like fashion colour. Like if someone wants to put together an outfit.
Okay, for you as an example, right? Now you're wearing blue colors and orange, right?
Yeah.
But what I like about it is you put natural color in the middle, like white color. It makes the looks look harmonious. Like what I'm wearing right now, green colors, I combine with black, so it looks harmonious as well. But I didn't wear red colors with black, so it looks blend perfectly. So the rule is, if you want to wear colors, you need to attach neutral colors. Like what you do. Maybe you can show more what your outfit holds.
Outfit update.
Okay, so neutral colours. What about any differences depending on your skin tone or something? Like because
I think
any top colour, like any hot colours,
anywhere that any colors that you wear, if you feel confident, if you feel proud and not really disturbed about the colors, you will show the inner beauty. So I think no matter what the skin colors, if you wear it proudly and confidently, it will look good. Look good, feel good, and do good. Just like HijUp.
I'm not designers.
Yeah, because any favourite colour? Like at the moment, my favourite colours, I like orange. Orange and grey. I quite like orange, like grey instead of black. And for some reason, like pink.
See, but you wear colors very confidently.
Yeah.
So
that's your confidence and feeling good when you wear it. I think
it's easy when you're 6'2" and 18 stone to be confident about wearing colours. You don't get bullied so much. So now, what question do you wish I asked you? What question haven't I asked you that you wish I asked you?
What is your inspiration of dressing?
Okay, what is your inspiration of dressing?
My inspiration actually, because I live in Indonesia, there's so much cultures. I'm so thankful that I can learn about a lot of cultures. So from there, I can get new inspirations, and I can put it in my collection. So that's one of my inspirations. But can I know what is your inspiration of dressing then? Because you seem so unusual. Stands out between the men's fashion. Normally men's just like wear.
I like experimenting, and I think one of the things that fascinates me is like, especially when you come to Asia, all of the rules like that I learned in the UK, like when I was studying, you study branding or art, and they tell you what colours go together. Then the rules get broken. You go to Bangladesh, you go to India, and they say that red and green should not be seen, and then you see them together, right? So I love playing with different colours.
Experiments,
Yeah.
I agree. There's a quote from Mannequin that says it's a new era of fashion. There's no rules. So this makes everything.
I think that it's if the textures are similar. And the fabrics are similar, then you can get colours to match. That's maybe some of my formula. So if the texture of the material is similar, then you can pick any colours. Or something I quite like looking at the folds of the fabric and the shape that it makes. Because if they make similar shapes, then you just play around with colours. Or look at animals, look at nature. Like look at flowers. If a flower can have this and that colour, then you think, okay, nature's a nice one. I think you survived the challenge. So, terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Thank you very much.
And welcome to Jakarta.
Thank you very much. So, hopefully that was interesting. I learned a lot of things. Please email these people. Please support them because I think that what's happening is really important. So we're going to put it a wrap, yeah? Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.